Hello everyone, welcome to Answer Kari. This video is the continuation of the permutation and combination series, and in the first slide I would like to reflect upon the inference about permutations and combinations that we have understood till now. In permutations, what happens is the order and arrangement of things matters, plus matters the selection of things. But in combination, it is just the selection that matters, and order and arrangement do not matter. With this, we'll begin with the concept number 13. Combinations of n things taken are at a time when x particular things always occur. So this case is exactly similar to concept number 6 that we have studied in the previous videos. Now what this says is the same thing, that combination of n things from which we take r at one particular time, and when x particular things always occur, which means that they are always included. These are the two words that can be used for the same thing that we mean. So this formula I have explained, and it is similar to that of permutation, so I won't go into the details. In an examination, a student has to answer 4 questions out of 5 questions. Questions 1 and 2 are however compulsory. Determine the number of ways in which the student can make a choice. So first we'll write the formula here. N minus x, C r minus x. One way is to do it by formula, and another way is to do it without the formula, that is just by the information given. First we'll try to do it by the formula. So the examination, a student has to do 4 questions. So r will be equal to 4, because at a time what you have to do is 4 questions, and n will be equal to 5, the total number of questions that we have. And questions 1 and 2 are however compulsory, which gives us x is equal to 2. This 2 is for the first and the second question. Now, determine the number of ways in which a student can make a choice. In this case, the student has to select. So, obviously, we'll be using combination. Now, 5 minus 2 will be 3, that is n minus x. Then we'll write c. Now, 4 minus 2 will be 2. Then again, 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 3 minus 1 factorial, 3 minus 2 factorial, which is 1 factorial. So it will be 3 into 2 factorial. So the answer will simply be 3. So the student has 3 ways. Another way that could have been was, we would draw here 4 dashes. We are talking about selections. So what we'll do is 1 and 1. Because the question number 1 and 2 are compulsory. So we'll write this thing for the questions 1 and 2. Now, how many questions are left with us? 3, out of which we have to make choices. And now 2 are to be chosen, so it will be 3C2. This way also we would have the same answer, which is 3 options or 3 choices available. This is similar to the concept number 6 that we covered in the previous videos. So you can refer to that for the better understanding of the formula. Here also I've tried to explain with the question itself. Now concept number 14 is similar to the concept number 7 that we did. So refer to that. Combinations, just the difference is here we are talking about combinations, whereas in those cases permutations was involved. So combinations of n things taken are at a time when x particular things never occur or are not included. Or we could have written excluded. These are all just words which mean the same thing. So directly moving on to the question. There are 10 persons named P1, P2, P3, P10, so on. Out of 10 persons, 5 persons are to be arranged in a line such that in each arrangement P1 must occur. यानी कि P1 होना ही होना चाहिए. P1 should be included, whereas P4 and P5 do not occur. Find the number of such possible arrangements. So simply now in this case what happens is both the things are involved. Occurring का भी केस है and not occurring का भी केस है. Excluding का भी केस है and including का भी केस है. So what we'll do here is total persons that we have is equal to 10 and 5 are to be arranged, so our R will be like 5. Now what happens is P1 तो होना ही होना चाहिए. So if we just write here like this, 5 dashes, which means 5 people. P1 must occur. So we'll write here 1. That is, एक seat तो P1 की है ही है. This 1 is for the first person, that is P1. लेकिन P4 and P5 do not occur. So what we'll do is 10 में से we'll minus 3. Why will we minus 3? क्योंकि P4 P5 तो like दो ही लोग हैं. हम P1 को भी माइनस कर रहे हैं बिकॉज उनकी पोजीशन हमने फिक्स कर दिया है यहाँ पर. इंक्लूडेड वाले केस में एज वी जस्ट नाउ सॉ सी n minus 6, तो जो इंक्लूड हो रहे हैं उनका भी हम लिखते हैं बिकॉज दे आर ऑलरेडी इंक्लूडेड. सो इट वो सिलेक्शन करना उनसे हमारे पास एक चॉइस नहीं है, वो कंपल्सरी है. दैट इज द रीजन आई विल राइट 1 हियर. देन 10 minus 3 विल बी इक्वल टू 7. तो यानी कि हमारे पास 7 लोग बच गए जिनमें से हमें चूज करना है. And P4 and P5 do not occur. This case is included here itself. अब R में से एक सीट तो गई, right? Since one seat is gone from R, what will be left with minus 1, which will be equal to 4, because inclusion का case है. As we can see, exclusion के case में हम R में से minus नहीं करते. In the formula also it is written. So 7 लोगों में से अब 4 हमारे पास seats बचे हैं. So we'll have to choose 4, which will be 7C4. Now 7 into 6 into 4 factorial, then we'll have 4 factorial into 3 factorial. Once, okay, we'll cancel completely. 35. So 35 will be our answer to this question. This question involved both the inclusion and exclusion case, and that is why we use this approach. Now starting with the concept number 15, which is about principle of multiplication. Now what is this principle? If there are two jobs such that one of them can be completed in X ways, and when this job has been completed in any one of the X ways, this second job can be completed in Y ways, then the two jobs in succession can be completed in X multiplied by Y ways. So in this case what happens is both the jobs are to be done. बात बस सिंपल सी ये है, both the jobs are to be done and we multiply the ways in which each of them can be done. Simply, example, if we take, suppose we have to select a man and a woman. Focus on the word and here. We need to select both a man and a woman, not either a man or a woman. So to select a man there are suppose X ways, and to select a woman there are Y ways. X can be here 7 and Y here can be 5. So like there are 5 ways of selecting a woman and 7 ways of selecting a man. Perhaps there are 7 men and 5 women, out of which we need to select a man and a woman. So what happens is we multiply these two. Principle of multiplication. What happens is and here means multiply. Whenever we use the term and, it means multiplication. That is both the things are to be done. Focus on the term both. जब भी दोनों चीजें होंगी तो we need to multiply. But whenever we have the option that either a man or a woman, then we'll add, which is our next principle, that is principle of addition. If there are two jobs such that they can be performed independently, focus on the word independently. जरूरी नहीं है कि वो दोनों चीजें हों. In X and Y ways respectively, then either of the two jobs, either is the important word here, can be performed in X plus Y ways. Again, now here I have to write, for the sake of example, either a man or a woman. तो यहाँ पर either और का केस आ रहा है. Basically जैसे वहाँ पर and था the keyword, here the keyword is or, and or means addition. And means multiplication and or means addition. So here we add, and as we discussed, 7 ways of choosing a man and 5 of choosing a woman. So the answer here will be 12. So there will be 12 ways of choosing either a man or the woman or a woman, for the sake of whatever example you can take in your mind, to maybe to lead a committee or anything. So two jobs here are either a man or a woman, and 7 and 5 are the respective ways in which these can be performed. So there will be 12 ways, whereas in this case, okay, I forgot to answer. So there will be 35 ways, right? In this case, there will be 35 ways of selecting a man and a woman simultaneously, like both the things are happening. And in this case, either of these things can happen, so it will be 12 ways. Thank you.